Guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I service my manual sewing machine. So I'm going to be taking you along with me to see how I do this. So for this I'm going to be needing my machine oil. The last time I serviced my machine was about 3 months ago, and I had an engineer come over to do it for me. So now I want to do it myself today. So I'm going to be using my machine oil, and I'm going to be using my screwdriver. I have the big one and I have this tiny one. So I'm going to be using the tiny one to loosen these tiny screws. The tiny screws I have on my machine, that's what I'm going to be using this tiny one for. Then this bigger one, I'm going to be using it when necessary. So I'm going to be needing some pieces of fabric so I can use it to test my stitching lines. So one of the issues I'm having with my sewing machine right now is that it's not sewing on thick it's not sewing on thick fabric. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be layering these fabrics so I can test and see if it's going to be sewing on it later on. So without further ado, let's get into this. Women in tech. Oh my god. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to remove my sewing machine needle. So this sewing machine needle is actually a new one. I just inserted it like 2 days ago, so I don't need to change the sewing machine needle because it's a new one. So I'm just going to put that aside so I don't misplace it. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead to loosen these parts here. And this my sewing machine, I ran out of sewing machine oil like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't buy another one because where I stay here the sewing machine oil is more expensive. So I waited for me to go to the market before I could buy a new sewing machine needle, so I can get it at an affordable price. So let's just leave that. So I went ahead to take out my footer. I went ahead to take out my sewing machine footer. Footer. Take a look at that dirt. Look at that dirt stuck right there. Can you see the dirt? Can you see the dirt here? See the dirt?